welcome back to Tap a Girl, Tap It Into You. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good tomorrow, whatever time it is in the world for you. I know in Australia it's tomorrow. So, I am your host, Colette, TAPNGRL, and this is my buddy, Melissa.
Hi.
And I'm going to have Melissa tell you straight up what it is that she does.
Okay, well, I and a friend of mine are Facebook group, Living Life on Purpose. It's amazing. Join. Also, I do hair. So if you need a haircut, you need a little refresher.
Oh, I need a haircut.
Yeah,
yes, Jim, I will help you. You do need a trim.
Or like
yes.
my dad used to say, get them all cut. It's the same price. Okay, here we go. Just said posted. Excellent. Okay,
Yeah,
so it looks like I'm
that.
sharing. I see us on here.
I don't.
So, well, you go look while I'm talking.
Okay.
Okay, because we don't have our usual person here that does all our sharing of our shows on our phones.
Yeah.
And I just realized we don't have our booster seats. I'm a little shorter. I was like, okay, how's
She's so
come up with-
tiny.
I'm so tiny. That's it. Now, I have to tell you this.
Yes, please.
First of all, let me thank my sponsors, okay? You know me, I get a little wild and unruly. My sponsors, Logan Street Signs and Banners and Noblesville Trophies. It is through the generosity of them and Jim Wofford, who is them, that we are here with you with all the cables and the cameras and the whatnots going on. So, like his page, frequent his businesses, give him a
Yes.
holler if he can help you out. Okay, so let's say this first. We're here for tapping.
That's right.
Tapping is acupuncture without the needles.
Yes.
I even said that to somebody one day because their brain shut down when they heard acupuncture. And they go, do you use needles?
No.
And I was like, okay, I just traumatized her.
Yeah, she's going to need to tap it out.
You're gonna need to tap it out later. Okay, let me also say this, because there was a little confusion with the last show. You are here
Yes.
as my echo.
Absolutely.
Okay, just so you all know, while Melissa is my guest, she's not my guest.
Right.
Okay?
It's not about me.
It's not like I'm here interviewing her.
No.
I am here as teacher, as tapping teacher, LOA teacher, and she's here so that...
Support.
Yeah, because she loves me
That's
crazy,
right.
first of
I
all.
do.
Crazy good. And also, one of these days we'll have Stephanie in here. Wouldn't that be fun?
It would be fun.
And because that Stephanie's actually how I met Melissa. So, I want to let you know that because I know I talk a lot. Just so you know, I'm good with that, and I understand I am not for everyone. So if I'm annoying to you, well, you better figure out why that is.
You could tap on it.
Because I'm so lovable. You better tap that out. No, because when you understand law of attraction says that irritation I feel
Yes.
from another is about something in
Oh,
me
yeah.
that I feel out of control about. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
so there was a lady who posted, "Oh my God, let your
Yes.
guest talk," and it was like, no, I'm the queen. They don't get to talk.
This is my show.
This is my show, baby. All right. So what are we talking about? We're talking about tapping and trauma.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
I want to remind you of a couple things. Tapping being acupuncture without the needles.
No needles.
The formal name of it is emotional. I always say it like it's an A. Emotional freedom technique.
Yes.
Okay. What that means is we are connecting the dots, so to speak, of the negative emotions that got stuck in our energy system as a
Yes.
result of that thing that happened.
Yes.
So let's say you got dressed up all cute as a 3-year-old, and as soon as you walked in the room, somebody laughed.
Right.
And you were feeling all good about it.
Yeah.
Okay? You probably just got traumatized.
Could have.
Okay? You may now have info in there for the rest of your life that you're always uncomfortable about where you show up, how you're dressed.
Yes.
Okay? I was talking the other day on my live about how depending on what you got going on with your body parts. Okay,
Nice.
just so you know, I cracked myself up. Okay. I'm always having fun.
Never a dull moment. Even when she's alone.
So let's say that, she says as she's wearing glasses, let's say that you're nearsighted.
Okay.
That means that something went into my programming a long time ago that made me a fear to the future. Well, let me tell you what, I could sit down and tell you stories about why that is.
True.
Now, true story. When I started tapping, within a couple years, I was working with a 3rd grader who was getting ready to get glasses and was really traumatized by that. And like,
okay.
oh. So we only tapped for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And within 2 days, my eyesight cleared up. For a couple, seriously, for a couple years, I did not need glasses or contacts.
That's awesome.
These kind of miraculous things happen all the time. See, miracles are normal in my world.
Yeah.
Who's over there laughing?
I know.
Miracles are, you can, listen, Who was it that said you can live your life as if nothing's a miracle or everything's a miracle?
I love that.
Okay?
I don't know who said it, but I agree.
Easy peasy.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a miracle you come every 2 weeks.
It's a what?
It's a miracle you come every 2.
I am very loyal and dependable. I do show up twice
That's right.
a month.
That's right.
By the way, having said that, in November, we're doing one show. We're going to have all 3 of us
The
here
trifecta.
because of Thanksgiving. And what we're going to be doing in November is tapping about holiday stress.
Oh,
so you're going to want to be here in November and
yeah,
December.
that's
And
good.
as always, you can always just slide the thing back and go through the tapping sequence over and over and over again. Use it as a jumping off point. I want to talk to you about a couple things about the tapping and about creating the change in your life. First of all, when we are tapping,
Yes.
it's not that I tap and my knee pain goes away.
Right.
It can happen.
Right.
But it might also be that I tap and now I understand, or I have an impulse that says, that started when I got those new shoes.
Right. We're connecting dots.
We're connecting dots. Now, the reason it's easier to do that is because when we're tapping, we're putting blood back in the brain.
Okay.
And as I always say, blood in the brain, when you're trying to think, what a concept.
It's better.
Okay, it's
better that way.
It's just better. The other thing is this, you got to tap.
Yeah.
Okay?
You got to do it.
Everybody's doing a big deal about meditation right now.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to tell you that, and I know some of you aren't going to agree with me, and I
that's
actually
okay.
had somebody the other day explain meditation to me.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I said, tapping's way better than meditation, and
Google
let me tell you
search
why.
away. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Never mind that I dispense infinite wisdom. It flows right through me, okay? I keep trying to tell my husband. All right, by the way, he's not here with us. Hey, Scotty, on Frat Boy Weekend. Those people are a hot mess. They get together.
That sounds like a good time.
To who done it. But they've all known each other for 40-some years, so it's a really, really great time. Meditation. The whole reason that we meditate, okay, is to quiet the mind.
Yes.
Is to quiet this thing that thinks, gets ahead of us,
Yes.
and all of that stuff. Okay? Why are we doing that? So that we can let in some good feeling stuff,
Yeah.
right? Okay, well, when we do the tapping with TAPNGRL, because I rock the tapping,
Yes.
we do it like a focus wheel. We start with the negative thing, we move into kind of a neutral zone,
Yep.
and then we're doing some vortexy, sexy
Yes.
tapping where we're raising your vibration and all that good stuff. So you can talk about meditation, you can talk about tapping all day, you can talk about standing on your head, but until you've started doing it,
Yes.
okay, you're not going to see the results.
Yes.
Now, having said that, I want to also remind you that when you're trying to change your life experience, okay, you can hear all about the positive
Right.
talking and everything else, but let me tell you something that I found out a long time ago when I started doing all this. I couldn't string 3 sentences together of positive affirmations.
Right.
I remember sitting there and I was
Right.
like, oh my God, I can't even think of 3 good things to say. I was so wadded up in fear and so
Yeah.
fearful and terrified every day and anxious and all of those things. And one of the things that's been coming up for me with tapping is memory. I remember going to the doctor at one point, my mom's sitting there going, she's just always so nervous.
That was me. Anxious.
And I'm like, well, now that I know what I know, I'm like, it was you, honey.
Okay, right.
I'm picking up on all of
Right.
your
Just
stuff.
osmosis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So please remember that your children, they're like pure
sponges.
energy beings,
Oh,
sponges.
yeah.
So all this anxiety that children are feeling now, and this is not to throw you under the bus or
Right.
make you feel bad.
Awareness.
They're picking up on your anxiety, your fast-paced life.
Right.
You're out of control.
Right.
Okay. I don't even
Yeah.
know how people do it with kids. Really, because I'm like on overload. And you've got 4 babies.
do.
I'm like, ah.
And they're all
just
like,
she just can send them over to me to tap and herself. And it's like, sometimes we need a
better.
little respite. So what about the trauma? So we were talking last time about how, first of all, a lot of us downplay our trauma.
We do.
Okay. And we call them big T traumas and little T traumas. Okay. Well, when you're a little person and
Yeah.
you're traumatized, it all feels
It's all
like
big, yeah.
I had somebody remind me the other day, and I'd forgotten this. It's so cool that there's really only like 2 innate fears.
Okay.
One is loud noises, and the other
Okay.
one is falling. Think about it. When you're
Well,
having a
yeah.
dream, when you fall and you jerk
Well,
yourself
an
away.
infant, they startle if
Yeah.
they feel like they're going to fall or if something's too loud.
Yeah, absolutely. So
That's
don't
crazy.
quote me. I'm just telling you some fun stuff. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the trauma and talk about how when something happens and you've got that trauma locked into you, just went into freeze. You've heard the saying, a deer caught in headlights.
Yeah, and
in
it's true.
fact, remember when we were coming back from Brown County?
Yes.
And that deer was in the road?
Yes.
First of all, I'd never seen that before, and it just stood there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't know how much slower you want me to go, and all of a sudden it kicked in. Oh my gosh, that's the freeze response.
Are you the one that told me why they do that?
Well, why animals play dead?
Oh yeah, the freeze.
Yeah,
the
animals do that freeze and play dead. Of course, every wonderful thing you've ever learned came from me.
Ever.
What were you thinking? Yeah. All right, so I doing my own tapping, okay, which is always so much yummy goodness. I always say, you know, my life of trauma serves you all, okay?
Yeah.
Let's just take a minute and digress. I worked with a lady the other day. It was so exciting to me. We started tapping on the anxiety. Within a few minutes after we'd brought that down, I said, did you have a story or anything come up? And she remembered a story. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell it because I don't do names and I don't do specific stories unless I have permission. The juice of this is that we went into tapping that story. Now she was ready to roll with it.
Yeah.
She's like telling me the story. I go, whoa, 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 and I start, okay, what age were you? Now I will tell you this: she was 13 or 14, and just in case you don't know, that is like the worst age on the planet.
Agreed.
I mean, really,
It's
think
rough.
about 13, 14. I think just being 13, 14 is traumatizing.
Yeah.
You got hormones and zits and boys and school and all this pressure and everything else. So what was really, really amazing was we went in and we tapped out her story to where at the end, oh, see, I'm getting emotional. I get so excited about this because it works.
Yes.
And I'm still wowed when it works. We were laughing about the thing that happened. I finally said, okay, I'm going to test it. I'm going to say this to you. It's going to sound kind of harsh.
Right.
Okay? But you just let me know what happened. So I said the thing that was said to her, and we both burst out laughing.
I love it.
And she sent me a note yesterday, and I want to tell you, these are the kind of notes that I get where I'm just so grateful that I know how to do this, and I love doing this, and I can help people change lives. And she said, and this is exactly what the tapping's for, she said, when I think about that story now, I am just like the observer.
Yes.
I'm not in it. I don't have any emotion in it. I'm just
I'm getting
observing.
goosebumps just hearing you talk about it.
Yeah, and that's why it's so awesome for trauma,
Yes.
PTSD, and all that. Now, don't go do this stuff on your own.
Right.
Okay, unless you're going to really have your back. Because I tell people all the time, when you start emoting, I even said to the lady the other day, because she got really, really upset and stopped tapping, and I said, you got to stay with me.
Yeah.
You got to keep, even
get
if
it
it's
out.
one-handed. I tell people all the time, you can one hand let it out, but you got to be tapping with that other hand, okay? Because when you're there, you're on it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Tissue in one hand.
Yeah,
It's okay.
and that's
Stop
the
it up.
magic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the magic of tapping, is that now I'm in it, I'm allowing myself to feel it and be okay with it.
And release it.
And
release
release
isn't that
it.
what we're doing?
Yes, because what the tapping does is it actually, if you notice, the tapping spots always have bone behind them. And what we're doing is that bone actually vibrates that meridian. Think of it like a pixie stick. The sugar's in there stuck. You're tapping in the side, and boom, now it goes through. Yeah. Yeah.
Done.
Isn't that awesome?
It is
so
awesome.
here's what I came up with. First of all, I got this good thing too. Faith. Ready? Faith is picturing it done.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. See?
I know, isn't that easier?
It really is.
Because, you know, my whole thing is I like demystifying all this.
Yeah,
If somebody's
right.
using big words
Yeah.
and you don't understand them, move on. Go
Picturing it
find
done.
somebody
Love it.
who's not making this seem so big and so out of control.
Yes.
I was going to say this at the top of the show, and I'm going to say it now. If you have not contacted me to try this awesome whitening toothpaste,
Ooh.
you have got to. This stuff is the bee's knees.
It's great.
And I'm telling you, I'm a distributor. It doesn't cost you anything to be a distributor. It's just an awesome product, and I'm getting whiter teeth. My husband's, go look on my timeline on Facebook of my husband's
amazing.
teeth. It's amazing. And it's clean, and it's not taking off enamel. It doesn't hurt. Veneers, caps, crowns, all that stuff. Works on everything to take it back to the original color. That's enough of my plug on that. Find me if you're ready for the stuff, because I just keep it in stock. It's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what I came up with. When you feel that trauma, okay, what that really is a perceived threat just happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, So we're going to tap real generally on that. You can get something in mind, okay? You want to rate it on a 0 to 10. If it's a 0, we're not using it.
Right.
Duh. Okay? I want you somewhere between a, it's so funny because I always feel people's numbers too. Somebody just thinking about this, shut up. Okay, so you want to probably pick something that you're about a 6 to an 8 on, 5 to an 8, something like that.
Yeah.
So think of a time when something happened where you, like a deer caught in headlights, maybe froze. Maybe it wasn't the actual physical freeze. Maybe it was, I talk about the story last time we were here about how when my dad would call us in so that we were all going to get it, I couldn't hear. You know that, you know that.
Yeah.
In
that
your
like
ear?
impending doom, for me, it feels like a...
Yeah.
This impending
But you know how when you can hear blood in your ears?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't hear a thing he was saying.
Right.
My heart was beating. I could hear it in my ears, and all I'm thinking is, oh, please don't ask me a question, because all I see is your lips moving.
Right. Charlie Brown.
I know you lie. Your lips are moving.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah.
Okay, we were just going to break out. There we go. All right, so I want you to think about a time that something like that happened. I want you to get your rating, okay?
Got it.
And please remember that anytime you have any kind of issue with navigating this, you contact me. I do this one-on-one. I do in group. We've got to get this in more groups, in more homes, I'm telling you. Quit thinking you have to understand tapping for it to work.
Right.
That's like saying you have to understand all the stuff under the hood of the car before you can drive it.
Well, maybe you need to tap some things out to let in the understanding.
Maybe you need to tap that out, Angel, so you can allow it to, because here's the thing I know. When you push something away that fast, okay, that is self-sabotage.
Right.
Self-sabotage, now here's the nice definition for it. Self-sabotage is misguided self-love.
Ooh.
Okay?
There you
so
go.
when you're doing, I keep forgetting, I'm always looking there. I forget I'm supposed to look at you here.
I know, we're so beautiful.
We're so beautiful. I love looking at myself. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to think about that perceived threat. Okay, it's going to feel like a real threat. Okay?
Right.
Get it measured. Okay. Now here's what I want you to think about. How do you know when you're afeared?
Me personally?
Anybody?
Oh, well, you can freeze.
What's his name on the
Tight.
Bueller?
Yes. For me, it's like clenched. I can't breathe through it. It's this tightness.
Okay.
Like a weight, like something sitting on me.
Okay. So sometimes it's the heart rate speeding up. Sometimes it's the feeling of that pressure.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's your palms getting sweaty.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can
Nausea.
feel, for me, oh yeah.
Like I'm just going to be sick.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so now get yourself nice and sick and let's
get in those
ready
feelings and
let's have at it. All right, so go into the side of the hand. Okay? You're going to repeat after me. And you're going to say, even though I can feel this perceived threat
to
my safety and security, I deeply and profoundly love and honor how I feel. Okay, see, I didn't make you say you love you. I'm saying let's love and honor how we feel.
Yes.
That's kind of a backdoor way
I like
into
that
it.
though.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good. And even though
I
I can feel this perceived threat,
can feel this perceived threat,
this freeze
to
to my safety and security
in
my body, I choose to love and honor myself.
I choose to love and honor myself.
And even though I feel this perceived threat, okay, I almost went into a Tourette's thing of like, man, that was weird. All right, to my safety and security, and I deeply and profoundly love and honor how I'm feeling. Okay, so it's just this simple. I want you to focus in on that little thing. Maybe you were just standing there and you got yelled at. You know, maybe you dropped the ragu. And there's a mess everywhere and you just free. Okay, if I woke somebody up. Here we go. This perceived threat. Side of the eye. It's right there, not up by the eye, not all the way back. It's right in the middle.
Yep.
This perceived threat, I can feel it.
This perceived threat, I can feel
Under the eye. This perceived threat in my body, I can feel.
This perceived threat in my body, I can feel.
Under the nose. I'm freezing up.
I'm freezing up.
Chin, like a deer caught in headlights.
Like a deer caught in headlights.
Collarbone, this freeze response I go into.
This freeze response I go into.
I'm very concerned about my safety and security.
I am very concerned about my safety and security.
Top of the head, I don't feel safe and secure.
I don't feel safe and secure.
Side, what is this? Eyebrow.
Yes.
This
Like,
perceived threat. This perceived threat I'm feeling.
This perceived threat I'm feeling.
Side of the eye. I've felt this before.
I've felt this before.
Under the eye. It like comes out of nowhere.
It like comes out of nowhere.
Under the nose. I don't like how that feels.
I don't like how that feels.
Chin. It feels so out of my control.
It feels so out of my control.
Collarbone. This perceived threat that I'm feeling.
This perceived threat that I'm feeling.
Under the arm. It feels so scary.
It feels so scary.
Top of the head. I feel so out of control.
I feel so out of control.
Eyebrow. How do I get them to stop that?
How do I get them to stop that?
Side of the eye. I don't know how to make them stop.
I don't know how to make them stop.
Under the eye. What if I can calm me down?
What if I can calm me down?
Under the nose. What if I can let go of some of this fear?
What if I can let go of some of this fear?
What if I can relax some of this freeze?
What if I can relax some of this freeze?
Collarbone. What if I'm okay right now?
What if I'm okay right now?
Under the arm. What if I'm plugging in an old fear?
What if I'm plugging in an old fear
to a new circumstance?
to a new circumstance?
And I am.
And I am.
Side of the eye. What if I'm ready to let some of that go?
What if I'm ready to let some of that go?
Under the eye. Not all of it.
Not all of it.
Just so you know, I know that would freak you out.
Right.
I mean, I work with people who you can only let go of a little bit.
Security
Under the nose. Just enough to feel safe.
Just enough to feel safe.
Chin. Most everything. Okay, I don't know why they took me there. Okay, sorry. Y'all know I don't do. You don't know who they is.
They.
They. Okay, this perceived threat.
This perceived threat.
I'm allowing my mind to relax.
I'm allowing my mind to relax.
Under the arm. I'm allowing my body to relax.
I'm allowing my body to relax.
Top of the head. What if reconnecting
What if reconnecting
to this gut instinct
is
is really a good thing?
really a good thing?
Okay, take a nice breath. Okay, what I want you to do is tune back in. See how you feel about that thing that happened. Okay,
Yes.
that just shows you the magic of a couple rounds of tapping.
Yes.
So now what I want to do is I want to shift more into letting it go and more into empowering myself.
Yes.
Okay? I'm choosing to let some of this go.
I am choosing to let some of this go.
When I tap and I allow myself to feel it,
When I tap and I allow myself to feel it,
I'm actually letting it go.
I'm actually letting it go.
Under the nose. What if I can reconnect to powerful me?
What if I can reconnect to powerful me?
Chin. Every time I mindfully choose thoughts.
Every time I mindfully choose thoughts
Collarbone. That feel good and safe.
that feel good and safe,
Under the arm. I'm in my power.
I'm in my power.
Top of the head. I like feeling more in control.
I like feeling more in control.
Eyebrow. I like feeling more empowered.
I like feeling more empowered.
Side of the eye. I love knowing I'm amazing.
I love knowing I'm amazing.
Under the eye. I like stating that I'm brilliant.
I like stating that I'm
Under
brilliant.
the nose. It feels good to me and my body.
It feels good to me and my body.
Chin. Well, just so you know, most people giggle when I start all that. It's like, ooh, I never
I'm
said
over
that
here
to
smiling
me.
like, I do love that.
Yeah, I
That's
do
nice.
like it. Just feels so good to be nice to me.
It just feels so good to be nice to me.
Under the arm. What if that's my job?
What if that's my job?
Top of the head. And not theirs.
And not theirs.
Take a nice breath. Way more relaxed.
Yeah, and I always shake it a little bit.
Yeah,
out at the end.
shake it, shake it,
Get
shake
it off,
baby.
man.
All right, so let's thank my sponsors again. Logan Street Signs and Banners and Noblesville Trophies. Give them a shout if they can help you out. Oh, give them a shout if they can help you out.
Ooh,
You,
I love
y'all see, I
rhyming.
can't sing. So, but hey, that
I'll
was
do
a
it
nice
next
little.
time.
If I could do piano, I could do a little ditty. All right, give them a holler because they can help you out. And again, thanks to Jim Wofford for all of this that he does
Thanks, Jim.
for us. And in November, like we told you, we'll be at one time. Tell them who you are again.
Melissa Mitchell, living life on purpose.
Yes.
Hair needs.
You got
Hit me up.
And hair needs. Get her for the hair needs. Okay. I am TAPNGRL. If you want to work in group or one-on-one, let me know. If you want to know about this amazing whitening paste, then give me a holler. I'm trying to think what else I'm supposed to tell you. In November, it's going to be all three of us, as far as we know. Yes. What?
Tell me you're not a doctor.
I'm not. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Wow, he does listen to me.
He does.
I am not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night. So I want you to make sure, okay, that you're not confused about that. In other words, if you're on a medicine,
Right.
okay, first of all, what if that's really a good thing?
It can
Let's
be,
stop
yes.
doing all that judgment stuff about medicine. Some of them are really good.
Yes.
Okay? What I mean when I tell you I'm not a doctor is
Like
if
Prozac.
like Prozac. What I want you to know is when you are on some kind of medication, you can facilitate yourself by doing
Yes.
the tapping in addition.
Absolutely.
Okay? So, if you're trying to get off meds or anything like that, you do that with your doctor.
Absolutely.
People, don't ever walk around saying TAPNGRL told me to get off meds, because
Right.
you will never hear me say that.
No.
Never, 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 never. And if you got somebody saying, oh, you shouldn't be doing that or whatever, you might want to move away from those people, because don't nobody got any business being in your business.
That's right.
Okay? All right. So, did I cover it all?
I think so.
I'm looking.
There's
I'm
always
looking.
next time.
And remember, faith is picturing it done.
I love
Remember,
it.
your imagination
Picturing
is your
it
greatest
done.
faculty.
It
Okay,
is.
so until we see you in November, Melissa's saying hey. Tap it out,
Hey.
Angel.
Please do. Tap it out.
And it's TAPNGRL telling you, keep tapping into you.
Yes.
Yes.